Jrue Holiday traded back to the Eastern Conference and ultimately the Sixers' worst nightmare in terms of the outcome. We'll break it all down and more here on Philly Take with RB.
Perfect.
What is up, everybody? RB here. Welcome into the show. You know the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell. Don't miss any of the coverage. Drop a comment down below right now for the algo. It is almost here, man. Less than 24 hours away. Sixers Media Day. Will be keeping up with all the coverage. We will be keeping you up to date. Training camp this week. A lot of drama in store, that is for sure. But earlier today here on a football Sunday, the bomb drops. Shams drops the news, and the NBA world is going crazy. Let's be honest, the Sixers miss out again. They miss out again. We'll talk about what it means, but I want to hear from the people down below in the comment section, man. Give me a rating 1 to 10, since we're essentially starting everything tomorrow. Give me a rating 1 to 10 on the Sixers offseason grade, 10 being perfect and 1 being the worst of all time. I'm interested to hear what the people think and how this offseason has really shaped out in your mind. But before we jump into all of it, a shout out to our sponsor of today's video, Caldera Lab. Guys, got to check them out, man. They specialize in skincare. A lot of people out there neglect their skin until it's too late, and then the old age catches up, the wrinkles settle in, and it is way too late to go back. But for you, it does not have to be that way. The products at Caldera are changing the game. They conducted clinical trials and showed that 94% of men who used their product showed an overall younger appearance after just a few weeks. I love their product line. It's very simple. They have the clean slate, aka the face wash, the base layer, aka the daily moisturizer, and then the good, which is the serum that helps reduce the visibility of wrinkles. Very simplistic, twice a day routine, and boom, you will be looking younger in no time. Go to calderalab.com right now. Click the link down below. Use the code PhillyTake upon checkout. Get 20% off of the regimen. Once again, code PhillyTake, get 20% off. All right, man, let's jump into it. So earlier today, the news drops. The big bomb, literally the one thing that the Sixers fans did not want to happen, right? You knew Jrue Holiday would have a lot of intrinsic value. You knew that he would immediately be moved in a couple days. The reports were they were heavy, looking to seek interest from different teams. The one team you did not want him to go to was back in the Eastern Conference to the other threat, and that's exactly what he does. Jrue Holiday traded from the Blazers to the Boston Celtics. Sources tell ESPN. Woj put this out. Here was the trade package. In return, the Celtics trade Rob Williams. They trade Malcolm Brogdon. They trade a 2024 first rounder. Via Golden State, they trade a 2029 unprotected Celtics first-round pick to the Blazers. Now, in terms of the Portland Trail Blazers, here's what the total value is for Damian Lillard in the trade. Portland ended up getting DeAndre Ayton, Rob Williams, Malcolm Brogdon, Tamani Kamara, 3 first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. So, was this a good trade for the Blazers? I think ultimately they got as much value as they could, given Dame, given the market, etc. I think they did a pretty good job. Originally, it did not seem that way, but based on the updated value, they did what they could. Now, in terms of the Boston Celtics, this is, the move, right? This is the move. I actually put this out on Twitter 3 days ago. 3 days ago when the trades were heating up after the Dame trade and, all the talk, right? People were talking about Jrue Holiday and the Sixers. Kyle Neubeck reported that the Sixers initially had interest. But let's be honest, what were the Sixers going to put up that would match an offer like this? Probably nothing, right? And it just goes to show how bad of a hole the Sixers are in, especially if this current core does not work out because they don't have a lot of future assets. They don't have a lot of value with their players. They really have one big asset and one young player on the rise, and everything else is just kind of up in the air. But, it goes to show what really good teams are willing to do, right? To kind of hit that little push over the top, maybe take a risk and go out and get, a perennial old defender, of true vet, a champion in Jrue Holiday. And I said, Daryl Morey cannot let the Celtics go get Jrue Holiday. I mean, really, I guess there was nothing he could do about it, but you had the Clippers involved, this team, that team. At least maybe the Clippers are now still open to trading for Harden, but Jrue Holiday had a list. The Celtics were on it, and they go out and they get it done. And that sucks because as much as people want to sit out there and tell me, oh, the Bucks aren't that good with Damian Lillard, he can get hurt, blah, blah, blah. Damian Lillard is a superstar. All right, the Bucks got 10 times better. The Celtics now recoup for losing a guy like Marcus Smart, right? And obviously a lot's banking on the health of a guy like Porzingis, but now the Celtics go out. They've needed that type of guard, and honestly, I think they upgraded. As much as it freaking pains me to say, the Celtics did a really damn good job in this trade. Now, they did give up a big piece in Rob Williams, a guy who's been a defensive anchor, right? A guy who can clean the glass. They gave up, Marcus Smart a couple months ago, which is obviously a huge piece, kind of the heart of their team. But now you bring in a guy with the identity of Jrue Holiday, and it kind of just makes up for that. And now I don't think they'll really, have as much of a burden with the loss of Marcus Smart. And you look at the Boston Celtics, they give up Brogdon, who they tried to trade months ago anyway. You knew he was probably going to be on the way out eventually. Celtics had a really damn good trade here, and they got it done. And they still have future assets, future first-round picks in the next couple years that they can play around with. The Celtics have just been a really well-built organization. And if you're the Philadelphia 76ers, you're looking at essentially now a two-team race in the East, at least to start the year, right? Injuries can happen, subsequent moves. But now there's essentially no way, in my eyes, that you're going to move James Harden in the next couple weeks. I felt like this could really be some type of three-way trade where the Blazers got assets and the Clippers got what they wanted in Harden and the Sixers got Jrue Holiday, even if it wasn't perfect. But it just didn't work out. It just did not work out. And now the Celtics got better, the Bucks got better, and the Sixers are just sitting here. And what is the game plan? Well, media days tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to keep you up to date with everything. There's going to be a lot of drama. I guess that'll be fun, but where do you go from there? And is everybody else fed up? Is everybody else fed up? Joel Embiid actually tweeted out after the Jrue Holiday trade, and here's what his reaction was. By the way, no longer Joel Troel Embiid. He took that away on Twitter. Is he getting serious? He says, this offseason was fun. LMAO. I can feel the sarcasm and the misery in this tweet, right? I can feel it. I feel bad for Joel. And yes, he's got to step up more and he's got to be better. But I feel bad for Joel, man. Should I not? Should I not? I mean, look at what he's had to deal with. His front office goes out and they sign a bunch of centers. They get Kelly Oubre, but they get a bunch of centers, man. And that's been the offseason. And he's dealing with another disgruntled star. Only the Sixers go into a season 2 out of 3 years with a pure disgruntled star who does not want to play. That's crazy. Joel has to be fed up. Is he fed up? What's the next move now? Can the Sixers still have some type of title window? What do you think? Because not only did they lose out on Jrue Holiday, but they let the Celtics get a whole lot better. Joel's got to be fed up. Well, maybe the Sixers could pivot to Malcolm Brogdon, right? Evan Sideri here reports that the Blazers are committed to their young guard rotation and they might look to move Malcolm Brogdon. But do the Sixers have what it takes to get Malcolm Brogdon? Probably not. Unless they want to give up core pieces. Maybe you have to do that sometimes, right? A risk. Yeah, the Celtics gave up a couple pieces, but Jrue Holiday is going to make that team better, and now they're going to be an even more tough out. Will the Sixers beat these teams this season sometimes? Yeah. They'll beat the Bucks a couple games. They'll beat the Celtics. But can they win a series? Can they win a second-round series against the Bucks or the Celtics? And unfortunately, the answer is probably not. So sure, this week is going to be fun, and we're going to live react to everything and see how it plays out. These guys are going to get peltered with questions about James Harden, but what's the outcome, man? What is the plan? Like I've said all summer, man, the strategy has just been so backwards, right? They keep talking about the future and future flexibility and having a ton of cap space next summer, but then it's like you want to win now. You go and hire Nick Nurse, you make some of these moves, you want to win. It just feels like they're kind of half in and half out. And if there was a way to do it and you could have made this Jrue Holiday trade happen, yeah, you do it, because I'll give you my opinion. I don't think James Harden is going to show up. What are the chances that James Harden shows up to training camp to start the season? Probably nothing. He said he will never play again for Daryl Morey. So I don't know, man. This is just a devastating blow. Tough day to be a Sixers fan. Very, very tough day. Give me your thoughts on this move and everything else down below in the comments section. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That being said, I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.